In the late 1990s, habitat loss and degradation led to the Oregon coast coho salmon being listed as a threatened species under the Endangered Species Act. Tillamook Estuaries Partnership, also known as TEP, manages the backyard planting program, which started over 20 years ago to help coho populations recover and improve stream health and habitat throughout Tillamook County. The Backyard Planting Program is a free program for private landowners who own property along salmon-bearing creeks and involves controlling invasives, establishing native species, and installing livestock fencing around riparian areas. The process starts by working with landowners to develop a site-specific plan with the goal of meeting the landowner's wishes while still addressing site issues. The crew manually removes any invasive species, like Himalayan blackberries, and prepares the ground for planting. Planting occurs in the spring, and a wide variety of native trees and shrubs are used. We source all of our plants from TEP's Native Plant Nursery as part of the Northwest Oregon Restoration Partnership, or NORP. As the nursery has grown, so has our planting capabilities. The Backyard Planting Program would not be where it is today without the growth and support of the Native Plant Nursery and NORP. We can already visually see the difference in sites from the reduction in invasives and the growth and survivability of trees from older sites.
The property before I got involved with the backyard planting program was completely enveloped with evergreen blackberries, and you couldn't even see the riverbank. And the first thing I wanted to do as soon as I bought the property was remove those blackberries. And miraculously, they're done. There are portions of the property that during flood season get quite devastated, and that has not happened as much since the trees have been planted here. I think that it has improved the soil retention in the area. It was all a win-win as far as I was concerned. It didn't cost me a penny, and they cleared the blackberries, they planted native species along the riverbank, and it was fantastic.
Many years ago, we envisioned protecting the riverbank and adding diversity to our property. I'm really excited to see the progress of the spruce and other trees that we've planted, thanks to TEP and the Backyard Planting Project. There's a lot of pride in coming out and seeing the trees and how well they're doing. That's for sure. When we pull our heads up and look around, we notice things like the bald eagle and the other birds of prey that use the taller trees as perches. And so we've got a lot more habitat for birds, which is something that we hadn't really planned, but it's nice to see different species coming in to inhabit a more diverse riparian zone. It's made me much more aware of the interconnections in our ecology. This river is really well known for fish. We've got coho salmon, we've got steelhead, we've got cutthroat trout, sea run and native. Thinking about the riverbank and what we can do to prevent or minimize sediment going in and shade as much as we can has made me think more about fish than I would as a beef and pork producer normally.
It's changed the way I've looked at things because we can allow the wildlife to use this more, and it's nice to know that we'll have an impact down the road, or the next generation, whoever owns this, buys it from me or whatever, is going to have all these mature trees. They're going to be shading, and so you do think about those things, that hopefully someday getting rid of culverts and stuff, that it will help bring back the salmon and trout population and all that stuff, at least contribute.
Over the past 22 years, we have restored 294 acres of riparian area, fostered over 200 landowner partnerships, planted 97,950 native plants, and invested $1.1 million into the program.
As a community, it helped the bee people, helped birds. Planting those trees with mixed vegetation helped everything. And the community saw those benefits in that, and then they kind of got together and wanted to help and wanted to plant more trees. We did it with the environmental community, the farming community, the rural residential people, everybody came together, and that's probably the best thing that happened to the community. It just brought people together in ways they weren't brought together before. It was a positive thing.
Out of 28 salmonid species on the West Coast listed under the Endangered Species Act, the threatened Oregon Coast coho salmon is one of the closest to recovery, largely due to the implementation of habitat restoration projects like the Backyard Planning Program. If you own land along salmon-bearing streams in Tillamook County and are interested in being part of this program, email info@tbnep.org or visit the Tillamook Estuaries Partnership website for more information.